right in the heart of a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on man. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the L.A.R. I feel a cold stare.
That request. Is Ant-Man wrong for attempting to relinquish his parental rights and paying off his personal responsibility in one lump sum? Tori, I'll start with you.
He is absolutely wrong. And you just really hyped him up. You really hyped him up as like a person, and like I trust your like form of like judgment and
I was
character.
talking about him as a basketball
But
player.
you also said
He's
him as a person,
he's
though.
a nice guy.
You said he's a nice guy.
Nice guy as a person, covers athletics. I don't know his personal life.
Okay,
like that.
okay. I thought you
don't
just
get
like when
involved
I
in all
think
of
that because when I heard that I thought it was like, oh, it's like a
I'm
friend.
talking about how you treat people.
Okay,
It's just
because
you.
what this is giving, if I'm just gonna flat out say it, it's giving deadbeat dad. To give up your parental rights when this little girl isn't even 1 year old yet? What kind of message is that sending to that little girl? You realize she's gonna deal with abandonment issues for the rest of her life? She's gonna be like, wow, my dad didn't give a fuck and he just bounced. Like he literally just bounced. I wasn't good enough for even my own dad. Why am I gonna be good enough for any other man in my life? And when anyone breaks up with her or tries to take a break, she's always gonna have like a daddy issue now because of you. And so it's one thing. Look, co-parenting is hard. He could be a great person. This woman could be awful. It sounds like she kind of is, going after tons of money, then she doesn't even show up for court. That's the main thing. She didn't even show up for court. And I'm like, all right, come on. You clearly aren't really focusing on this either. You're not really fighting the good fight for the right reasons when you make that type of when that action occurs, okay? But co-parenting is hard. And it's one thing to leave the child or the mother of your child, but it's another thing to leave your child.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's giving deadbeat dad. I don't care how good you are at basketball. He also has other kids. So now that person's always going to look at the other kids that you like took in and you saw as your own. And now you're giving up visitation rights. Like, I don't care how good you are at basketball. That's dirt. And any woman who's like with someone like that, you need to know that they were willing to leave their own flesh and blood, and I would highly question that person's character in any type of relationship.
What's happening? So, Anthony Edwards, is he wrong for saying I relinquish my parental rights for money? I don't even know if he did it, but that's the story. Because sometimes they lie in these stories to make it more salacious, but because he's got a bunch of other kids, not a bunch, but he has other kids. So, but let's just go with that concept, right? Is that wrong? Yes. Yeah, it is. But where I'm about to start going, y'all, the people who agree with that part, y'all not gonna like this. So, is that wrong? Yes. When a lady was talking about, abandonment issues and feeling unwanted, that's a true thing. That's a true thing. Because you had kids and you didn't want this one, but you had the other ones, and you might have been beefing with the kids' mothers with the other ones too. But that's the thing. I'm inclined to think that he ain't gonna just not see this kid and be around this kid. Just 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 a thought. But now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. Why don't y'all just stop having kids for money? This is what this is about. You had it's been a long standing thing that women are having kids for money. And then you get mad when somebody go, okay, here the money, bye. Oh, that's wrong too. No, stop having kids for money. Matter of fact, didn't y'all just see 50 Cent's baby mama prostituting herself with Diddy and still and having a good old time acting like everything she did was all cool while Diddy's in jail, trying to be with DJ Academics, because I need somebody to pay for my lifestyle because what? I had a kid with somebody rich. Y'all been seeing this for a long time, and y'all don't want to address that. And the fact that this young lady, she ain't young, the fact that she didn't even go to court. And they granted her custody. She's had custody and she didn't go to court. It didn't stop the money from going through, did it? That's what she had the baby for, money. She got the money. The court backed up because, some of that money goes to the court system and the judges. So everybody got what they wanted. And now y'all want to act, and now you want to act like, oh, what about being a good person and a good parent and loving a child? And oh my God. Are we gonna talk about the conversation they had initially when this happened? It was like, yeah, if he give all the money up front, the girl gonna be broke in like a year or 2 years because she just gonna be out there BSing. If they give it to her up front, usually you just get it. You can pay it up front, but they pay it out in installments. But if she just tries it, let me just get it all. Okay, then she, because we've seen this before. A lot of you ladies have been comfortable for years with taking advantage of men of means. Oh, he owes me for being with me. Oh, I need $1 million. I need $5 million. I need half of everything. I need half of everything, plus the custody of the kids, plus the child support, plus the alimony. I need it all. And y'all never said nothing about it until women was on the other side of that. They was like, oh, this is wrong. There comes a point where the BS is gonna catch up with you, and it's catching up with y'all. That's all that's going on. That's literally what's going on. You asked for it, you got it. And now you don't want to be treated like the scumbag that you are, because once again, you're gonna use the kid as a pawn, but you're supposed to love your child. That same child, even if your man paid up front, that same child, oh, my baby needs this and the baby needs that and the baby needs this and the baby needs that. I already sent you all the money for the baby. How the baby need more stuff? Huh? What are you talking about? What is going on? The same chicks that'll be on the internet, Instagram, taking provocative photos of themselves, looking to catch another man with means to pay for their lifestyle. Y'all don't want to talk about that part. People are tired of dealing with that. People are tired of, I thought you was attractive. I wanted to either date you or have sex with you. Now we got a kid together, and now you want to act like you never have to work again ever in your life. And everything, and you taking care of the kid so much, but if I take care of the kid, you still want me to take care of you too. People are tired of that. All this extorting men. I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he had a video recently with his daughter. He taking care of his daughter, and she's like, I'm gonna put you in a home. You can't be in my house. Hey, probably the house that you supposedly gonna get in the future is probably paid with your dad's money. See, y'all gonna have to deal with this psychopathic selfishness that you ladies have normalized to the point that y'all think it's like, oh, we shouldn't be approached. We shouldn't get pushback for all of this stuff. We shouldn't be treated like we doing scumbag stuff because, oh my God, because I should get a free pass. No. And truth be told, and I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to say this. One of the other reasons y'all trying to get sympathy because it's a little girl. Y'all wouldn't care if it was a boy. You know why? Because he in there with son, and his daddy don't want him, but he got them genes. He might be able to go to the league too. We can get something out of this boy. Yeah, that's how y'all play it. Or, y'all torpedo the boy's life. Don't do this, don't do that. You don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Yeah, it's like your dad. Y'all don't have the same. All you mothers and feminists, y'all don't have the same love for your kid when the gender changes. Y'all don't. Even with the girl, if the girl winds up being tall and attractive, usually y'all try to pimp her out. That's what y'all try to do. She's so fine, she could get a man, and the man gonna take care of her. Yeah, just to repeat the same cycle all over again. We've seen this so many times that like I said, it's normalized in female in a female in community, in the sisterhood, in the womanhood, whatever you want to call it. Y'all don't address it. And what happens is people are treating you ladies like you've put yourselves out there to be. And now all of a sudden you don't like it. Now, we're better than that. How we got to be better than that? You ain't never been better than that. You've been on this BS for forever and a day. So what we talking about? What are we talking about? This is what you wanted to do. This is what we doing. Let's get it. We good. And then it's like, no, that's wrong. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'm gonna say this. Think about it this way: there are men who have to pay for pay to see their kids, who have paid and still can't see their kids. There are men who have custody of their kids and still pay child support. Y'all don't have any bounds. Y'all don't have any standards. Y'all don't have any this is wrong. There are mothers who are on child support that really y'all are the deadbeats y'all talk about because y'all don't when a woman gets put on child support, generally she don't have to do nothing. She don't generally have to do nothing. They don't hold ladies to the same standards generally as they do men. You know what I'm saying? So what we talking about? You want to throw him under the bus? Hey, throw him under the bus. Whatever. Whatever. But truth be told, what's gonna wind up happening is y'all are not gonna address the elephant in the room, which is now that he's quote unquote paid all the child support up front, that kid ain't gonna get taken care of like that. Think about that. That kid is not gonna get taken care of like that. Cause what's that like? Some states the max is like 3,000 a month, which is like 36,000 a year. What is that? Times 10, 360 times, another 8 really. Close to 700,000 for that. But if that's a million, he's paying like for maybe 5,000 a month. 5,000 a month. Well, no, because that's 60. Yeah, like 5,000 a month to take care of a kid. And y'all not gonna say nothing when y'all see mama's vacation photos and mama's risque photos and we doing this and this is the restaurant photos and we don't need no man posts. Y'all don't say nothing then because it's par for the course. It's normalized. So to me, this is it's just whatever. Because y'all still want the man to take all of the blame for the mother's bad behavior too. And guys have just figured, hey man, this what you had him for. I remember, what was that movie? It was a movie years ago with Eddie Griffin, Anthony Anderson, and something else. I think Method Man was in it too. And Eddie Griffin was an inventor, and he had a kid with a thought. And he got mad one day. He just walked in the house, took the kid, and just said, "You know what? Don't worry. You're gonna get your money every month because that's what you had him for." And her and the mother was just sitting there like, ugh. That's how long this has been going on. But I'm done, man. Tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.